So with Friday's social media post from the Hunter Call of the Wild that seems to hint at new scopes, new reticles, something in that realm, I thought it'd be fun to come out here with sights that we never use. We've got our loadout equipped with only collimator sights, basically like red dots, and I think that's going to be really interesting out here on Silver Ridge Peaks today. And just like the old days of grinding black bear, getting started with this guy here, honestly, that was actually kind of cool. As I said, we never use these things. I've certainly never had it equipped on the 300 AR, and I think it's going to be interesting. Bison, black bear, elk, things like that. We managed to hard shot that one, and something I do want to address right off the jump, using the circle and crosshairs, I know some of you guys are going to hate that, but on this site, I really think it's kind of hard to just see the dot, especially in the video. So for the sake of being able to see where we're aiming, we'll go with the dot and crosshairs just to make it a little bit easier. Now, a black bear at close range is one thing. I think trying to get a turkey out of the air like this might be a little tough. Haven't seen him like react to it yet. Maybe we can just get him on the... Oh, what a perfect spot to land. There's a tiny little dip there and he landed right in it. Gotta come a little bit closer. Maybe we can 0 for 50 this time? Did we hit him? Looked like he reacted. At some point we got him there. That's a very different animal using the red dot sight on the 22. So how many times did we actually hit this guy? Once at 60 and once at 68? I guess we hit him as he was coming towards us and then maybe as he started to go away from us a little bit. That's a silver male, by the way. I didn't even realize. It's really tiny. It's actually difficult to get a silver male turkey, but 0.01 below gold. And maybe that's what we get for trying to get him with, I don't know, 15 shots from the 22. And you know, honestly, we're really starting to see the potential challenges of this loadout. We've got probably the best bighorn at this lake. Actually, he's nervous. So either someone was here or a mountain lion was here. But it's 230 meters. Maybe we can get to 200. We're just simply not going to be able to get that close unless we want to spend all the time to go around the end of the lake and sneak in. So we'll try this at like 190. And we'll see what we can do. We've got the 308 AR. Gonna 0 for 150. I mean, I can't even see what direction he's facing. Oh, that's just perfect. No way. We dropped that? He had turned his head to the side, I think. Kind of hard to tell. And there was an opportunity to maybe get a vital hit. I don't know how often we're gonna pull that kind of thing off, but at least we know we can. And with his rock here, he literally just sort of barely even fell over. Still looked like he's trying to take a drink there. Hard shot? Are you kidding me? I bet that's the best shot we make all day, considering how well the turkey went. 148 score in gold. It is, of course, bighorn drink time for a little bit longer. I'm looking forward to mule deer drink time, and I'm hoping we can get more running opportunities. That black bear shot we made early is the type of thing I'd like to have happen. But that right there, the standing still shots where it has to be a bit of a distance, that's probably the biggest hurdle we'll have to face. Everything's nervous around here. Got nervous pronghorn down here. That's a decent 4. Only up to 87. He'll probably score 85, 86, something like that. But our pronghorn gun is, of course, the 10 mil. And this is the one thing where we're actually going to change the reticle. On the reflex sight, I like the small dot better. I just think it's a little easier to be accurate. And obviously, 200 meters, there's no water in the way to begin with. But that just ain't going to happen. So we'll try to get into 100, maybe 75 if we can scoot in easily. And hopefully we can just get a nice vital hit. So we're somewhere in the vicinity of 75. It's kind of hard to tell in the grass. Make sure we're zeroed for that. Basically, I think we'll pop up as expected. No shot because those other ones are in the way. He actually did calm back down, which is interesting. But if we just keep on moving, maybe try to alert him. As soon as he stands up and we have some kind of angle, we'll try to get this. So that's him, the darker one there. There's just a little bit of that one in the way. That should be good. Had to really wait on that. It does take longer than you might think. The 10 mil is not super great for them, but I think that's vitals. And it took a little bit of patience, but got him left lung, way high in the left lung. Didn't really think we aimed that high, but we were into 63. Maybe that had a little bit to do with it. He was to 86.87. Nice dark fur pronghorn. And I think until maybe 15:30, something like that, which is actually getting close to that, we'll maybe run around and see if we can find another herd of pronghorn too. I'd like to get a little more use out of the 10 mil than just one pronghorn. And this, by the way, is like one of the most difficult things about any challenging loadout like this, especially one that requires you to maybe get in a little bit closer, is weighing the amount of time it takes to, say, crawl into range to try to take this shot versus how efficient we want to be, how many spots we want to get to during the course of this hunt. And I forgot to switch back. So we're using 308 heart shots today, but we're trying to get to as many locations as we can, cover as much ground as possible in order to hopefully find a diamond or rare something. And if we spend 5 minutes crawling into 75 meters from this mule deer, that's probably not the most efficient thing we could do. So there's a bit of a balancing act to do there. Apparently it takes 2 shots on everything with the 300, but anyway, hopefully you see the point, and I think it kind of makes it fun. We have to go for those longer shots if we're going to try to be somewhat efficient with how we move around. So hard and double lung on the mule deer, 246, missed the first shot on that bear, and somebody shot this earlier. That explains all like the nervous animals and stuff. Couldn't have made that any easier. I was going to leave it go. I thought it was just running past because hunting pressure is getting a little much here. But if we get an opportunity for a brain shot on an aggressive wounded bison, might as well take him down. And now we ended up with 3 things. Our black bear's laying right over there. And obviously vital blood. But with the... oh, that one was hit. That's crazy. Just all over the place. And it's not even the same person every time. But that was also a heart shot. Double lung and heart. Let's maybe try to find an area that doesn't have all the animals running around with a bullet in them. Well, I mean, not going to pass up this opportunity. We're actually at the same lake as where we got the black bear earlier. But an opportunity to take a mule deer with the 10 mil. It is now mule deer drink time, and I'm hoping to maybe get around to a couple of spots for them. Got this guy way back the first time, at least it's both our shots, and then again actually through the heart on the follow-up. This is probably the best spot as far as getting running shots, because things that drink down here always flee this direction, and in that case, brought that mule deer, much like the black bear, right past us. But we might as well start to look in other areas. This spot here, I really like for muleys. Approaching it's kind of tough, so I think we'll go from here, which actually, we've definitely had some trophy muleys at this lake too, so probably a decent way to do it. Man, that's a good buck there. That's a 5? 259 to 320. Diamond's 311 or 312, something like that. I kind of am tempted to go with the 10 mil again, only because we just dropped that last one. I would not have predicted that, and I really wouldn't have predicted him being there. Typically, where that guy is where I see most muleys at this lake. I can't think of a time I've ever seen one right here. So, I kind of think this is a troll rack. I hope I'm wrong, because I really like that rack. And just the way this hill lies, we're going to end up being plenty close enough to get him with the 10 mil, hopefully with a solid vital hit. Or, that's not good. I don't know, maybe he could make it? I don't think I have any faith to go for a shot on the move. Maybe. See if he goes broadside again. We shouldn't have done that, I'm not gonna lie. That was a bad decision, but I think it worked. That got super wide set, but that's kind of cool. You've seen mule deer in real life likely that kind of look like that. That's neat, but anyway, more cool. Vital blood on the move with the 308, and I kind of said it earlier, are there better sight options on the move than red dot like sights? What are we looking at here? Just got the single sticker rack. I don't know if this ever can make it, frankly. Yeah, 300.63 falls about 12 shy, which is why I was more willing to go for the shot. Almost missed it, but the spinal cord in there, in addition to right lung, is why he dropped. Not bad at all, really nice looking buck, but obviously a good bit shy of diamond. Man, that's a really nice level 4 Rocky now. Go figure. Go from a level 5 muley that, you know, with the rack was a decent chance to be a guaranteed troll. That looks like a 5 Rocky standing down there. Technically the estimate gives it a chance, but I certainly imagine that's going to fall shy. So back to the 300 AR we go. And I think, fortunately, this time since he's on our side of the lake, we can kind of just scoot in, hopefully right to 150. He's attentive. him standing there drinking broadside would be ideal. Let's call 160 good. Get this zeroed and hopefully, still haven't switched back by the way. That feels like it should be solid. We'll just save this second shot for a moment. And he's going to go down long before we're going to get any kind of follow-up. Not bad. And while we're here, let's actually switch back. Spent like half the hunt with this now. Oh, no way. There's a piebald cow elk. Back, when Silver Ridge Peaks came out, piebald Rockies were kind of a dime a dozen. It was actually the case with piebald Pronghorn too. You would see just a lot of them. And at some point, I think maybe with Ravensuli Coast, that stuff all got fixed. And best I can tell, these are actually really rare now. So we'll try to get in close. Definitely want to make sure we get a good shot on that. And real quick before we do, we'll pick up our massive level 4 Rocky Mountain elk. I'm thinking 440 or 460 for this guy. 440 indeed, actually 444.54. What the heck? Another animal that's been shot? This is bizarre. I've never ever seen this. This must be a server that has been up for a really long time, meaning the original host left, but there was someone else here and it's continued going and going and going. That's the 3rd or 4th wounded animal we've shot. I sure hope our cow hasn't been hit. The health's fine, but as far as I know, when an animal is wounded and then the player leaves that shot it, I think the health can revert back to 75 to 100%. I believe we've seen that in the past. And that's that really kind of unique piebald. One of the only animals in the game, I think, that just has a really high percentage of just white fur. Got the whole back and shoulders and stuff, and a little bit on the neck. We're at 140 there. Just managed perfectly fine at that range a moment ago. And maybe in case anything horrible happens, let's get reloaded. She's lifting her head. And that feels like it should be straight through the lungs. So we are looking at a very quickly dead piebald cow elk. I think that's going to be our last kill too, but that worked out really good. We got a lot of usage out of the 10 mil, the troll mule deer. I think we had one pronghorn, that fleeing one. A couple of fleeing shots with this thing. Wounded animals everywhere. And now a piebald cow elk to wrap everything up. And I don't think I've ever had to ask this question before, but the burning question is, has this thing already been shot? Like about half the animals that we've taken today. Really cool piebald coat as we can see, by the way. Let's see, has anybody else taken a shot at this? They have not. Double lung shot, 143 meters with the 300 AR. Really cool. I don't remember the last time we killed a rare Rocky. That's awesome. Troll Muley and piebald Rocky Mountain elk cow in the same hunt with our collimator sights. And I think we'll take that back to our second lodge. Now obviously we still need to redo the second lodge as we did with our main lodge, but I think actually we took something down from here for the main lodge. So for now, we'll throw our piebald cow elk here. And as I said, we've killed a bunch of these back when they were common. I think this is the first one we've shot when they're actually rare. Probably never have displayed a female Rocky anywhere in the lodge. Some kind of multi-mount for them would be pretty nice, especially with that kind of pattern. But go figure, just going out and having a little fun, inspired by the seemingly newly hinted at scopes or reticles or whatever's going on. And we end up with a troll and a diamond from it. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.